All right, Natalie, though, the time has come where we can go to this really unique. I'm not sure if I've heard anything quite like this Dear John art show. It's got history in it as well, art, and yes, bathrooms. And now the creator from it, we're so happy to welcome Patricia Preston Mastery to the show because this is a truly unique art show coming up. There's a big celebration coming up this weekend. Good morning, Patricia. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So, Patricia, I gotta say, the John in the Dear John took me a second. Now that I get it, though, we got to talk inspiration. How in the world did you come up with the idea of photographing bathrooms that would make an interesting exhibit? It's something that I totally agree with you on, but I hadn't thought of that. Where did you come up with the idea?
My husband owns a bar. He owns Mastery's Bar downtown. And although I went to school in fine arts, I ended up working most of my life in the legal field. When I, quote unquote, retired, I ended up theoretically filling in at the bar, and I really never spent a lot of time in a bar until then. And I kind of fell in love with everything about dive bars. Mastery's is your classic dive bar. And I've always been sort of amazed at the affection for it, what it is about dive bars that attracts you. On my shifts in the bar, I've had homeless people and a former governor sitting together at the bar. One of the things, however, that always really amazes me is the bathrooms in bars are, generally speaking, pretty disgusting. Dive bars, at least, to say the least.
Glad you said it. I didn't have to.
That is Evander Preston, who came out with he's no longer with us, but he came out with his own beer, which he introduced at Mastery's Bar. I'm not going to tell you what any of these bars are. That's part of what happens is they are all unidentified. When you come in, you have to see whether or not you can figure out, because you've been there, which bar is which. There'll be a QR code that you can use to link to my website so you can figure out if you were right or answer a question. But when I was working at the bar, there was a particular incident that happened in the bathroom that kind of put the idea in my head to start shooting pictures. I intended along the way to turn it into a book. I talked to a friend who works at one of the bigger local museums, and I had actually been talking to him about the book idea, and he was all in favor of that. And then COVID happened. Oh. Everything shut down. So I sort of shelved it. And then out of the blue, this spring, Michael Brinkman, one of the bartenders, the main bartender at the Emerald, called and asked if I had ever considered having my own show there. I've had pieces in shows there. The Emerald hosts a lot of art shows. And so I initially told him no, because the Emerald is still a smoking bar. They do a lot to keep the air clean, but smoke and photographs don't work well. So I said no, and then my husband encouraged me to rethink it, and I decided I would put all the prints on metal. So all of these prints are on metal. And I wanted to get rid of all of the superfluous and make it pretty stark, so they're all black and white. And every one of these was shot at a point in time in the day when the bathrooms were clean. If you go in a dive bar bathroom late in the evening, they're all going to look.
This doesn't all look that clean, that one in particular. I'm not sure what's going on in that one.
That's a Tampa bar, and I'm not going to tell you. And it's really my favorite of all of them, because I sit there and think about, really, that's where you decided to write this? But people have been writing on bathroom walls for a couple hundred years. There's a term for the graffiti in a bathroom. It's called latrinalia. There are people who study graffiti in bathrooms. There are sociologists, cultural anthropologists. They look at it, and the graffiti in bathrooms tends to be a reflection of the mood and tone of the society at any given time, where you have directional graffiti, I was here, the love-based John Loves Mary. Graffiti will get a little darker, a little more political, a little more acidic. And so there's it's one of these things that there's just a lot more to it. So once I got started, it became very contagious. And so my daughter, who I travel with a lot, and my husband have to be used to me going and hunting out bars, and walking in and explaining that I want to go in the men's room. They're usually worse. And shoot pictures.
Surprise.
Yeah, but not always. They are not always worse. But
I'm thinking this is still a good like potty book, though. Is the book option still on the table? Because I do think
the book is still on the table. This is the beginning, and there are a lot of photos that did not make the show.
they could make a book, though. All right,
Yes.
invite everybody out to the grand opening. I want to make sure that we get those details in.
It is Friday the 13th at the Emerald Bar at 550 Central Avenue in downtown St. Pete. It is also a very old bar, rivals Mastery's for age. It is the day after my birthday, so I consider it a birthday celebration. It is from 7 to, well, I'll be there till 11. And the show will be up through till September 7th for anyone who wants to see it. Or you can go online, and it's at patriciamastery.com. That will go live probably the day of the show.
All
that
right.
you can go and identify it. But
I'm
it's
going to
been
think of you next time I go into any like public bathroom, whether it be a dive bar or a restaurant, be like, could this one be photographed? You've made me think in a unique way. Patricia, it was a pleasure to meet you today.
It was nice to meet you. And
Keep us
I
posted,
enjoyed
okay?
the
We know
show.
there's lots more to
Really
come.
did. Thank you.